Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... Here's Wilson to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 78 yards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it
a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. The Chiefs had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that never admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass off?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They dial a running play here with Hill.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These 2 division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's go!
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21 and 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the sideline.
Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And back deep is Trent McDuffie.
Taken at the 37. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This pass complete to Melton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play.
Solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Bo Melton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Bo Melton with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Now a toss going left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's got some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback, keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football. He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Bo Melton with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 76 yards. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes.
He's got it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Norton.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Mahomes will throw.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now. Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's a give up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try for Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And